the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Washington football team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 15.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Josh Jacobs.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
The quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
A pickup of 10.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd down at 5. Now Tua. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
2nd and 15. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a gain of
That
4.
might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Taylor is the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Taylor, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Tua. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Jonathan, a good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. And Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes this Washington 17. Broncos 2. Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14. First down, Denver.
They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Round and incomplete. Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
At the 42-yard line.
2 and now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got this down to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
At the 35.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check 43.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Another Washington first down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Switch gears.
Taylor. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Taylor at the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Flush to his right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 22 yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Watch left. Watch left. Watch left. Check, 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 check. Hey, check. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That's the end of the
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Taken in the end zone.
The Broncos.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes this Washington 34, Broncos 2. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not